Ryan Cole, thanks for taking the time. Plenty of track going on last week. As usual, this time of year, indoor track season. Went to New Mexico, went to Boston. Dare I say, great things happening. Maybe we can start in Boston with Sam Gilman.
It was conducive. It was a good weekend, and I told our teams going into this weekend, usually the second weekend in February is pretty productive, but you also set up your schedule and your training that way. But you hope that January is getting into the indoor season, getting some reps, making some adjustments, and then you hope February is very productive, culminating with the conference meet at the end of February, and then you look at the indoor national meet in mid-March and then transition pretty quickly into your outdoor season. But looking at the Boston and New Mexico trips that we went on this past weekend, we separated our team out a little bit to, again, try to provide those conducive opportunities. Sam ran really well in Boston. I think his time was a Mountain West record, and he's number 10 in the country right now. But ultimately, you want to be in that top 16 to punch your ticket for the national championship. So we feel like we were able to accomplish that. We still have a few weekends to go here coming up in the NCAA, so you don't want to take anything for granted. But we hope his time will hold up, and he'll have an opportunity to go and compete well at the indoor national championships. But really, you go to Boston, and it's a really fast track. It's a great event. They set up the races really well. I think there were over 30 heats of the men's mile. They had just a tremendous amount of entries. So it's quite a production, but you go there to run fast. But beyond running fast, I thought our team competed really well. So India Jones won her heat of the 5K. Allie Peterson won her heat of the 3K. Sam won his heat of the 3K. Eli Bennett won his heat of the 3K. So it wasn't just, you want to run fast, but it wasn't just running fast. It was competing and ultimately winning. And so that's something that we want to continue to do. But seeing Sean Mason break 4 minutes in the mile was pretty cool. And that's, again, kind of a lot of people are doing it now, but it's still, the energy in that building when they were running those men's miles was phenomenal. There aren't too many atmospheres like that in track and field. So that was a pretty cool experience. And seeing him accomplish that, I think every kid, if you're a guy and you're a distance runner, you dream of breaking 4 minutes in the mile. So to see him do that was pretty neat. But also at Albuquerque, we had a lot of really good stuff happen. Javen Bostic continues to get better. Taylor Rio's having a tremendous season for the women in the sprints. So that's a pretty neat thing to see. But Jarrett Preet broke his own school record. He's the number 1 ranked weight thrower right now in the conference. So what I told our team yesterday with using Jarrett and Sam as examples, they broke their own school records, but they're not complacent. It's not just being the best in the Mountain West or a school record holder, the best ever do it in their event at USAFA. It's continuing to get better and always want to be better, compete successfully, and I hope that's the mentality of our whole team.
Yeah. And now the Collegiate Open, you're hosting it this weekend. What is this event about? And with the Mountain West just a couple weeks away.
Sure. The Collegiate Open is kind of a last chance for individuals to state their case, to be considered for the conference roster. If you're not in contention for the conference roster, it gives you a last opportunity potentially to compete for the indoor season before you transition to outdoor. And then this Collegiate Open is, in a way, kind of a special event for us because it will be the last indoor track and field competition at the Air Force Academy in the Cadet Fieldhouse as it currently stands. Then we go into our renovation project, and so it'll be the same building, but it's going to look a lot different in there. We're really excited. It'll be one of the premier venues in the NCAA for indoor track and field. But it's still, home's going to look a little different. And so you get nostalgic about that. So I told our team in our meeting yesterday just to kind of look around, take it in, and enjoy it. And then we're excited for what it'll look like ahead. But that's kind of a transitional moment for us.
Yeah, that's good. Do you have to calm your team down? It seems like you guys are accomplishing a lot in a lot of different areas, both men and women. Do you have to calm them down and say, wait a second, are you trying to hold them back until 2 weeks from now?
Well, I think you want to build momentum throughout the season. But we get together at the beginning of the season. We get together at the beginning of the year. And you always talk about what your objectives are. So I don't know if it's necessarily calming them down. It's just you continue to take steps toward accomplishing your objective. And I think sometimes when you get close to that moment where it becomes real, where you can sort of check that box that you actually accomplish it, people get a little ahead of themselves, thinking it's already been accomplished, or maybe they get a little anxious in the moment. But I think if you continue to do things well along the way, when you get to those events, whether it's a conference championship, a national championship, a U.S. championship, an Olympic Games, you don't want to have to do anything different. You go out there and you do what you've always done. And if you do it really well all the time, time. Usually those championship outcomes take care of themselves, and so we're hoping that that's the message that we preach, and we hope that will be come to fruition, I suppose, in a few weeks. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, we will find out. Ryan Cole, thanks for the time. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you. I appreciate it.